Hi, it's Jez here from nigezza.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. So today I am bringing you a gift bag. Here's my prototype. And you may remember, oh gosh, probably about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I made this gift bag. And well, I've made it again, but smaller. This one, I used the oval layering dies, but they've now retired, so I thought, well, I need to make a circle, and so I thought, let's reduce it. So I have, so it's quite a bit smaller. So this one was using a 6x6 piece of DSP, and this one uses a 4x4, but it's still quite a nice sized bag. And one of the reasons why I wanted to make it smaller as well is because I didn't want to use all my DSP, so I'm using this so Simply Elegant. I'm using this sheet. I've already used a little bit on a project, and now I'm using that much. So I've still got oodles left. I've only got half a pack. Me and Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting do share. So this paper is stunning, and I'm really surprised that I've cut into it already, because that's not like me. Oh, that's not the foiled side, that's the foiled side, and that one as well. So the foiling's beautiful, and then the other side's really lovely as well. That's a bit plain, like that. I do like these simple designs. I think they're very, very masculine. So you know, don't be thinking that this set is just for, you know, feminine, because it's so beautiful. Actually, there's some nice masculine elements in it as well. So well worth it. Anyway, so what do we need to make this bag? So we need, I'm using basic blacks. We need 2 bits that are 6 inches by 6.5. They don't look the same. Oh yeah, they do. I got funny eyes this morning. And then 2 bits of DSP, 4 inches by 4 inches. With the bits that you cut out from your A4 sheet, you can make your handles. So I'm using the layering circles. So I can't remember which order this is. So this is the one that's about 2 3/4 in diameter, and then this tiny one here is about 1 1/4. Okay, this one is the one in between, well, the next one up from that little one, and that's what we use to cut into the bag laters. Okay, so you need 4 circles because the handle's doubled over. So cut 4, and then you get 4 handy little circles you can use for something else. Okay, so let's get on with the scoring, and I may change this one a little bit. I'm thinking about it after I cut it out. I don't know why I've got my trimmer there. I was thinking about the changes I'm making, which requires the trimmer, but I may not. I was just looking for my school board. For some reason, I moved it, and it was at the wrong side of my craft room. Okay, so we want to, on the short side, which is the 6 inch side, we're going to score it 1 3/4. So that's the depth of your bag. And then on the long side, which is our 6.5 side, we're going to score at 4.5. Nope, 4 1/4. 4 1/4. If you're crafting along, it's 4 1/4 and 6. Okay, obviously we need to do it on both. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So obviously this one needs to now have the long sides scored, which is 4 1/4 and 6. Okay, so we've got 2 pieces like this, so they are going to join together like so, and then go around. Okay, so we need to fold and burnish all of those. So I was, in my head, designed this bag to come out of one sheet of A4. But you do need two. So I am going to go back to the drawing board and design a square gift bag where you do just use one sheet of A4. Okay, let me get my snips. I will get my snips if I can find them. So we'll use my big ones. So we are going to just notch that top bit. We're going to take this triangle out. Triangle, rectangle even. We're going to cut up there. And we're going to notch this corner like so, and we'll do the same for this one. So a little notch there, remove that rectangle, notching there, cut this one up, notch and notch. Okay. Right, so they are going to join together there and then join round the other side. But before we do that, we are going to put the DSP on because it's easier when it's flat. So the idea is to put them on there and that one on there. And I did think about, my afterthought was to mat it with some copper foiling just to make it pop a little bit more. So that was my thoughts, that I might put some copper foiling around it because that would really make it more luxurious. So I'm thinking I might do that. So these are cut 4x4, so I've got a choice between cutting it down or doing a very tiny little one round and cutting this at like 4 1/8, which I might do. I'm going to see what that looks like. So let's have a little look at that one there. So it's got a really small margin there. I'm distracted by something that's happening outside. So that would be a really tiny margin around it. I'm thinking I might want it to be a bit bigger. So I might take do these at 4 1/4 and cut the other one down. That's my quick change. I will put the measurements over on my blog of what I finally end up doing. So if I make that 4x4, I'm going to cut this down by 1/4 on each side. So it's 3 3/4. I think if you're going to make a margin, let's see it. So now that's a bit bigger. Yeah, I prefer that. I think that looks much better. There we go. So before I stick them down, I want some copper embellishments to go on top of this. I made a little gift box and made this flower, which I'm thinking would look nice on top of the bag, so I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to cut the flower out. I might cut one like that out as well, because I'm thinking that might look nice, and then I've got options. And the other thing is I did this, so I'm going to cut that out of the diagonal. I think it will fit, so I just got to get the dies for that. So these are the dies. So I've got Nature's Thoughts and the Pretty Perennials to do it. I love the Pretty Perennials, and they'll only be available until the end of June, because it's not carried over into the annual catalogue, but it's still available in the mini. So yes, I can cut that out of that, and you'd never know. And then I might have to use the other. Oh no, that would probably fit. Get one of them out as well. And then I did think I might cut this one out as well. I might cut this one out of this one. Waste not, want not. So I'm going to get those die cut. Oh, and I've just had a thought. I was just putting it away and I saw that, and I thought, oh, what about cutting that out of gold, and then we can have a gold middle to our flower. Gonna give it a whirl. There we are. So they're the bits cut out, and they will still be covered up with these bits. So I just wanted to see what this would look like, because I cut the copper back. To go with that, and then this little silver bit, and I'm not sure if I wouldn't prefer that one so that there's a bit of black around it, so I am gonna do that after all. So this is the offcut you get when you cut the bag base off one of the sheets, so you can get, I just wanted to show you how you can get the get all the circles out of one half. So I've still got a sheet like this. So I'm going to do my stamping. So we need I need to get stamp set. So got everything I need here. So I've got that stamp set mounted, I've got my Versamark, I've got my copper embossing powder. So yes, one of them days. There we go. Put that over. Love embossing powder. This was from when it was in the catalogue before. Actually nearly used it all. I do love it. As ever, don't use my embossing buddy. I always forget. And then I'm going to turn my heat gun on so it'll be a bit of noise. Get it heated up nicely. Lovely. I turned the video off instead of turning this off. I really think I need to rewind and start today again. So there we have it. Lovely. So I'm going to get that die cut out. Yeah, so they're cut out. And I do think that it pops a little bit better with the black around it. And I've also cut a black one of these because I then afterwards thought that it might be a bit better on black. That's what I thought. Where's my little gold bit in the middle gone? There. That was my thoughts. So I'm gonna get it all stuck down. So we don't need that, we don't need that. Save those for another project. Don't waste anything. So gonna, got a bit of Tombow. This is Tombow. I've refilled this. I've got a brand new Tombow, and it does fill me pot much easier when it's a brand new full pot. You can sort of direct it a bit better because it's not going splodge. So I filled it up in no time, so obviously that's the trick. Fill from a new one. There we go. Moved it slightly there. Leave that to dry a bit whilst we do the other one. It always takes a little bit longer on the foil sheets. I was quite excited yesterday. I've got the new rose gold and gold metallic sheets. I'll have to show you them. They are gorgeous. Let me get them whilst that's drying. A quick show and tell. So these are, and they're smooth. So this is the rose gold, which actually I did think afterwards might actually look quite nice with this. Another project, and then this is the gold. Just lovely. So they come in 6x6. You get 4 sheets of each. I do shares with Jill, and we got some more DSP as well. So we got the Christmas one, which I really like. So very nice, not just for Christmas, and could be sort of masculine as well. So liked them. Really pretty. Oh, that's not the back of it. Love a stripe. That's very Christmassy. So is that. Nice little trees there. Nice stripes. And the last one. So really nice papers there for Crimbo. And then we've got, I'll put that back in a sec. Then we've got the peachy one. It's a peach. It certainly is. So got that one with the little peaches. It's probably my least favourite piece of paper. That one, I'm not really into that side, but I quite like that side. That's nice. Could do things with that. Love that. This is so pretty. Really like it. And love that. This one again wouldn't be my choice, so I'd go for that. Quite like it. That's very pretty. I do love that, and I like that. So they're very nice. And then we've got the Sew Symmetry paper as well. I am running a paper share till the end of the month that you can sign up to. You get a quarter pack of all the papers. So these are nice and fun patterns to play with. Did I pick up 2 there? I did. So they go with a stamp set, so these images are in the stamp set as well. I don't have the stamp set. So quite nice little papers. I think they'd make lovely gift bags and things. So yeah, they were my new papers. And I've got some more paper winging its way. So this has gone in the post to Jill, and she's sending me some more, so I'll have some more to show you. So there we go. They should be dry now, so I'm going to stick them in place. I'm going to put the flower on afterwards, just in case I fluff something up. So I'm going to stick that together. For quickness, I'm going to use fast fuse, I think, because I've waffled and quick paper show. So this might be getting a bit long. I might speed things up though, so it might not be too bad. So that will go over like so. Just checking, yep. It's okay, so I'm just gonna, now I'm happy. Just run the bone folder there. So this is obviously retired now, it's fast fuse, but our Stamp and Seal Plus does the same job. Not that I've used it, but it apparently does the same job. Now I've made a rookie mistake. Oh, I need to cut my circles out. Can I just take that apart? No, I'm going to take that one apart that I didn't burnish. Yeah, so I can just get that one off. I didn't burnish that. So what you need to do before you stick it together is cut your circle out. Nobody will see that. So we need to cut our circles out. So I'm going to show you what I do for that with my big shot. Okay, so we want our handles to glue on. You could leave them, you don't have to do this bit, and you could leave it with a bit like that, but I like it with it cut out. So we want to cut, to have that stuck on there, we want to cut down so that it's below that circle mark, but there's still enough bag left to cut out. So I'm going to fold up the end and place it on and sort of eyeball it to be in the middle. You could measure, I'm not going to. I'm going to stick a bit of washi down. So just double checking that that will then fit over it nicely. And then if you hadn't joined them together like me, you could use the other one to help line it up. So got a little bit like that. So we want to do the same at the other end. And I say, if you hadn't have already cut it up, you could now line it up. But I've cut it up, so there's nothing I can do about it. I am just going to eyeball. You can use the bit you've off-cut to help you get the right depth. So when you're happy that is in the middle, you can then put that over, and it is just up slightly of that, because you want your handles to be the same level, and the cutting edge is not quite on the edge. It's in a bit, so that'll be about right there. Because you want them to match as close as possible, but I always say it's handmade, so there's going to have little uniquenesses about it, so to not beat yourself up too much if it's not quite as even. Okay, so I think they're close enough for me. So now we can stick our bag handles around, and if we use our grid map we can see that they are just about even. So go over slightly. So we just want glue around this edge. So it is easier to put glue on the bag. So now if I bring this down so it is level there, then I can kind of work out where to put the other one. Probably a bit too much glue on there, so let's put it straight. That line there we want it to be on. So I'm matching the line with the line, and then we turn it round, and then we can glue the whole thing on top now. You don't have to do the one on the inside, but I just think it neatens the edge up a bit and gives it a little bit more strength to that handle. There we go. So now let's get this stuck once more. That was a lucky save. And you won't notice that in the least. Just goes to show a little lapse of concentration, and things can go all a bit wrong. There we go. So that's nicely done. So I'm just looking at it, which one I want to be the front and which one I want to be the back. Getting rid of some of these glue marks that I've noticed whilst it's still flat, because you won't be able to do it afterwards. You could go all double luxurious and do the side as well. So I'm thinking that for the front. Trouble with black, shows everything up. So if I'm going to do that from the front, this is where, because there's a seam on both sides. So normally you'd look for your seam, but it's whichever way we're going to put that front bit around. So this can get stuck on the top. So I'm just going to put some little dots of glue on this. Don't want to put too much because I don't want it oozing over the nice foil sheets, because it will dull it, and we don't want that. I'm going to put my glasses on, can't quite see, and they're only on my head, so don't know why I didn't put them on before. A bit too much. So now, glasses up. Put it straight. Run that across. And then just going to curl these edges ever so slightly. And these ones, be careful with these because they're quite thin, so just a little bit of life on that. So these are quite a big space there. We're gluing down, and there is a sort of order. There's sort of like a 3 ripple there, and there's a 3 ripple there, and that is kind of what I use to line it up. And then we're going to stick that in the middle. I'm going to take a bit of that off. I think it's a little bit too much. Don't want it oozing out over the foil and spoiling it all. Got sticky fingers, so it's sticking to my finger. There we go, and then that just go on the front of the bag there, making it look all pretty. I might just have this on my desk as a pen pot. Actually, hold it down. There we go. So now just do the bottom bits. I like to sandwich my flaps, so we'll put this one down first because we want this one to come towards. So put a bit of Tombow on there, Tombow on there, and stick them down, and then stick that down the top like so. And then I'm just going to use bone folder down there. Might even use this, it's got a bit of a flatter end to get that down. So that is my bag. So all those little changes of mind and that, I think, were really worth it. So this one was just a simple bow, and this one's got a pretty flower, and it does match with that, so that could be a set. And I could make a card to match. Maybe I'll do that, and then I'll have like a whole set sort of done. I am seeing how many projects I get out of this beautiful sheet, so I might do a big reveal at the end. Okay, and you can see that one I just used a black dot in the middle, but I quite like it with the gold so that it sort of matches. So yeah, hope you like that. I will link to the blog hop in the blog post, so down below will be a blog post to go with this video with all the measurements and everything, and then in that blog post I'll link to the blog hop. You can go and see what the rest of the pootlers have been making from the new catalogue. Okay, see you all again soon. Bye.